Dear viewers, in today's episode, we are going to discuss about who should declare their foreign assets in India. Should an NRI disclose it? Should a resident Indian disclose it? And all finer points pertaining to this particular topic will be discussed in this episode. This is NRI Money Clinic for you, and I am Dr. Chandrakant Bhatt, your financial guide.
NRI Money Clinic. No hype, just the right advice.
Dear viewers, we here at NRI Money Clinic are trying to solve many of the problems faced by the NRI community. We are in a position to solve the problems faced by this community here in India. But our NRI community has lots of questions, lots of problems in the countries where they are living. If you are a professional who is working in US, Canada, UK, Ireland, Eurozone, Singapore, Australia, Japan, Hong Kong, China, or any other countries where you have an NRI community, you have a chance to appear on our channel. If you are one of the professionals, chartered public accountant, a tax specialist, financial planner, or advisors in any other financial field, then probably we have an interest in you and you get a chance to appear on our channel. If you are interested to appear on our channel to discuss the problems faced by the NRI community in your respective countries, please send us a WhatsApp message on the number shown here on the screen. We'll get in touch with you and we explore the possibilities of associating with you. Dear viewers, to discuss about this aspect of who should declare their foreign assets in India, I have brought to the studios my eminent faculty, Chartered Accountant CA Sriram Rao. CA Sriram Rao is very popular on NRI Money Clinic. He has done several videos earlier. Make sure you watch the other videos that he has done in the playlist which we have created for him. Mr. CA Sriram is a practicing chartered accountant, partner at Nitin Dej Shetty & Co., a specialist on direct taxes and a specialist on NRI affairs. Welcome to the show, Mr. Sriram Rao.
Thank you.
Mr. Sriram, one of the viewers asked us a question recently. I have so many assets outside of India. Is there an obligation for me to declare this to the income tax authorities? That made me think, and we decided we will do a special episode for this particular purpose. I want you to tell, for the benefit of our audience, who should declare foreign assets that they have held and finer points about this. Can you briefly tell about this?
Yes. Every person who is a resident and ordinarily resident, they must compulsorily declare all their foreign assets, whatever they are holding during a particular financial year, that they have to declare in their income tax returns. So this is a compulsion for resident and ordinarily resident.
Okay.
Whereas resident but not ordinary resident, that is RNOR, normally call it as, they are not under an obligation, but it's an option for them.
Okay.
However, when it comes to a non-resident in India, they are not required to declare or disclose any foreign asset what they are holding.
Okay. For RNOR, it's an option.
Yes.
Residents, it's compulsory.
Compulsory.
For NRIs, no obligation whatsoever.
No obligation whatsoever.
Right. Now, whoever comes under the category of obligatory requirement to disclose those assets outside of India, can you briefly tell what are the types of accounts that they have to declare and how to do it?
Generally, all types of assets, whatever it may be, they have to declare in their income tax returns. One is, say, immovable properties, or they have some financial interest in any entity, or they might be having certain custodial accounts or depository accounts outside of India, or they might be settler or a beneficiary or a trustee in a foreign trust, or any other form of asset what they are holding, or for example they are also a signing, they may be just a signing authority in a particular entity, or say for a particular type of account, so and so is the thing. So all these assets, wherever they are having certain kind of interest outside of India, everything has to be disclosed.
Even if they are just the signing authorities, that
Yes.
has to be clearly explained.
Yes, yes, yes. It has to be clearly explained.
Okay. Sriram, you told about what assets have to be disclosed.
Correct.
Is it that you say that I own a property, or is there a valuation that has to be given?
Now, for example, if somebody is having a bank account outside of India, so in respect of a bank account, they have to mention where they are holding, which country, what is the type of bank account, what is the account number, and what is the address of that particular branch where you are maintaining the account, what is the opening balance, what is the closing balance, and what is the peak balance during that period. All these has to be disclosed. So when it comes to an immovable property, they have to again mention the country, address, and as well as when it comes to valuation, you have to specifically mention when you have acquired that particular asset, and what is the cost of acquisition of that asset, etc. Same way, if it is a say shares or this one depository account, whatever you are maintaining outside of India, at the same time where you are maintaining, what is the account number, or what is the company shares what you are holding. Say it might be an unlisted share, so whatever the unlisted shares you are holding, what is the cost of acquisition of that, what may be the current value or peak balance. So everything has to be disclosed. There are specific columns to mention everything, each and every aspect. Say even if you are having a financial interest maybe you have say invested in a transparent entity, or say for example you have invested in a partnership firm or an LLP or LLC outside of India. So you are having share capital or substantial interest in one entity, that also has to be mentioned.
Okay.
So everything has to be mentioned.
Okay. See, one doubt that comes to my mind is, now in India we have a financial year, every country has a financial year.
Correct.
When should I declare it? If I hold it for the entire financial year, I have an obligation to declare, or any time during the financial year I have that particular asset or transaction, that is when I have to declare. How does the law look into this?
Yes. Now see, this is a very tricky situation. When it comes to India, our financial year starts from April to March. Say if you see some other countries, say US, it starts from 1st January to end of 31st of December, which is a calendar year. And if you go to say Australia, it is different. It starts from July and ends on June. So on and so forth. There will be different countries having different accounting year or fiscal year, we say. So this was the situation where each and every person had a doubt.
Yes.
And recently our board has clarified, income tax board CBDT has clarified that if one person is having any foreign asset during immediate preceding calendar year, so you need not see what is your financial year. What you need to see is the calendar year. Any time during that particular calendar year, if that person is holding that asset, that needs to be declared.
Okay.
Say for example, now we are in financial year 22-23. So now one has to file the income tax return for the financial year 21-22. That is a period holding starting from 1st of April 21 till 31st of March 2022.
Okay.
You have to see one calendar year before. Now we are in 2022, you see 2021. So entire during calendar year 2021, if you are holding any asset, that needs to be declared in your income tax return. Say even though that period, say for example from January 21 till March 2021, that period is not accounted for this financial year in our India. But still, if you are holding any asset that point in time, that you need to declare.
Okay.
Like that.
So it is not any specific day. If you are holding something in that particular calendar
Yes.
year, which is under consideration.
And any time during that period.
Okay, any time. So it
Yes.
need not be for an entire year.
Correct.
It could be even for one single day.
Yes.
Then you have to declare it.
Yes.
Right. Mr. Sriram,
Yes.
the usual tendency is people may think, I will not disclose. It is in some foreign country.
Correct.
I will look into it if that day comes.
Correct.
A crucial question to ask you. We are in an area or we are in a period where everything is digitized.
Yes.
And authorities can lay hands on any information that they want.
Absolutely.
Please tell very clearly to our audience, if somebody does not disclose these assets, how will the authorities will come to know about it?
See, it is very simple nowadays. As you said, everything is now digitized. Now there is something called as artificial intelligence also. Once if you give some formulas or criterias, it will just fetch the data and sort it and give it to you. So now what is happening is, this has now recently come to India, but if it is a case of US or UK, they have been digitizing their documentation etc. from very long time. So every European countries or US countries or even Middle East, they are having data of each and every person. Now the informations are flowing into India now because of exchange of information which is happening either through a specific agreement of exchange of information between India and the other country, or under double taxation avoidance agreement between India and the other country. There are specific clauses or articles, what we normally say, under which they have agreed that they will share the information between countries to country. So specific information, if I have to say it, something like FATCA,
Okay.
that is there between India and US. So bank account details are automatically exchanged between India and US.
Dynamic exchange of information.
Yes. So information and data is there. And now with the development of technology and artificial intelligence, now Indian authorities are able to get a information that who is that person who is having foreign assets. And recently, in last 1 year, I have seen personally that lot of persons who are having foreign assets are getting notices from the tax authorities clarifying.
It's not lot, it is lots and lots of NRIs have started getting notices from IT.
Correct. So they are receiving, just asking for an inquiry.
Yes.
Okay, we have got information so and so, you have got so and so assets outside of India. Have you declared it in Indian income tax return? If you are not, why? So you need to give a clarification. Yes, I am having, or not, I am not having. You have to explain all those things.
Okay.
So now authorities are well informed. They are having all the data required.
So dear viewers, when it comes to question of disclosure, it's always better you disclose it well in advance. Don't wait for the authorities to look into it and serve you a notice. That doesn't work in your favor. Mr. Sriram, if a taxpayer forgot to declare or deliberately did not disclose, what consequences will follow?
Now, one thing has to be known. This is not under Income Tax Act. These provisions are there under Black Money Act, which is Black Money for Undisclosed Foreign Incomes and Asset Act. Okay, under that it has come into force. Under this, there are two aspects. One is on undisclosed foreign incomes and undisclosed foreign assets. If somebody has not disclosed any foreign income which they were supposed to declare in India, then there will be tax liability of 30% under BMA. Plus, it may follow penalty also, which may vary from 100% to 300% of the tax liability.
30% tax plus the penalty.
Yes. So this is as far as undisclosed income is concerned. If there is a foreign asset which they have not disclosed, they were supposed to disclose compulsorily but they have not disclosed. On these grounds, if the asset value, each article or each asset value is exceeding rupees 5 lakh rupees, then they may levy penalty up to 10 lakh rupees. Okay, per article. Again, apart from undisclosed, non-disclosure of this, if there is any other violations, say for example, they have issued notices, you have not responded, you are deliberately not cooperating in any proceedings or any statement recording process, etc. At that time, they may levy a penalty up to rupees 2 lakh rupees.
Okay.
So this is about levying penalty as such. So if they find any rigorous or continuing deliberate attempt of non-disclosure of these foreign assets, etc., prosecution also may be launched, wherein the prosecution time will range between 6 months to 7 years. So these are the.
When you say prosecution, imprisonment?
Yes, it is imprisonment.
So it's a criminal proceeding.
Yes, it is a criminal proceedings. Of course, there is a path to be followed for authorities also, but yes, it's a criminal proceedings.
Okay. While you said that these consequences will follow, are these consequences automatic, or they are discretionary, or pleadings are possible in this?
Now, as far as undisclosed income is concerned, it will be automatic.
Okay.
Okay. However, of course there is procedure to be followed. You will be given an opportunity, show your bona fide reasons why you are not disclosed, and probably as far as undisclosed income is concerned, you may end up paying only taxes if you are proving the genuineness. Okay, you may not be levied with penalty also. But when it comes to undisclosed assets, at that time again this discretion is there with the authorities whether to levy penalty or not. But again you have to prove the genuineness, why you have not declared, or if you have declared inaccurate particulars. So for that also you have to prove why that value or say information is inaccurate. You had only half information, you could not obtain some information which is from outside of India where you have held those assets, say for some reasons. But if you are able to prove the genuineness, then you may get escape from penalty as well as prosecution.
So this consequences are discretionary in nature.
Correct.
And the taxman may see it favorably if you are able to prove to him that this is just a matter of omission and commission, and
Correct.
it was not intentional and you had no intention to violate the law.
Perfect.
But to be on the safer side, make a conscious attempt to know what assets you are holding outside of India. If you fall into a category where you have an obligation to disclose these assets, it makes absolutely the right sense for you to disclose them before the taxman serves you a notice.
Perfect.
I think that's the best course for people to follow.
Yes,
right?
yes, of course.
So Mr. Sriram, thank you very much for your time. You have been helping the NRI community by frequently coming to my channel and bringing to the notice of the community the things that they need to know about the taxation and various matters which has a financial consequence for the NRI community. On behalf of the channel, on behalf of the NRI community, a big thank you to you, and we really appreciate your service. Thank you very much. Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Dear viewers, hope the video that I have done today helped you to understand when should you disclose your foreign assets and what are the assets that you should be declaring. If it helped you to understand this complex part of the law, please like this video. If you are a person who is watching this channel for the first time, or if you are yet to subscribe for the channel, please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Don't forget to share this video with your near and dear ones. Thank you very much for watching this episode on NRI Money Clinic. I shall be back with you with yet another useful video very soon.
Press the bell icon for more details and subscribe our channel.